A Course in Miracles, Psychotherapy. Part 2, The Process of Psychotherapy. Introduction. Psychotherapy is a process that changes the view of the self. At best, this new self is a more beneficent self-concept, but psychotherapy can hardly be expected to establish reality. That is not its function. If it can make way for reality, it has achieved its ultimate success. Its whole function, in the end, is to help the patient deal with one fundamental error: the belief that anger brings them something they really want, and that by justifying attack, they are protecting themselves. To whatever extent they come to realize that this is an error, to that extent are they truly saved. Patients do not enter the therapeutic relationship with this goal in mind. On the contrary, such concepts mean little to them, or they would not need help. Their aim is to be able to retain their self-concept exactly as it is, but without the suffering that it entails. Their whole equilibrium rests on the insane belief that this is possible, and because to the sane mind it is so clearly impossible, what they seek is magic. In illusions, the impossible is easily accomplished, but only at the cost of making illusions true. The patient has already paid this price. Now they want a better illusion. At the beginning, then, the patient's goal and the therapist are at variance. The therapist as well as the patient may cherish false self-concepts, but their respective perceptions of improvement still must differ. The patient hopes to learn how to get the changes they want without changing their self-concept to any significant extent. They hope, in fact, to stabilize it sufficiently to include within it the magical powers they seek in psychotherapy. They want to make the vulnerable invulnerable and the finite limitless. The self they see is their God, and they seek only to serve it better. Regardless of how sincere the therapists themselves may be, they must want to change the patient's self-concept in some way that they believe is real. The task of therapy is one of reconciling these differences. Hopefully, both will learn to give up their original goals, for it is only in relationships that salvation can be found. At the beginning, it is inevitable that patients and therapists alike accept unrealistic goals not completely free of magical overtones. They are finally given up in the minds of both.